We are live. Just a moment, and I will start a recap as soon as I got my chat up.
Good evening.
It appears he continues to have technical issues because he was already in the party once and just came back.
Go away, technical issues. You are not wanted.
Let me pray to the machine god.
Any technomancers in the house?
Sorry.
That was a weird noise.
It was deep under my breath chanting into my hand.
Oh, okay.
Good to see we're already channeling our characters.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
Okie dokie. So, recently, on Of God and Glories, the party had traveled from Saren, having arrived in the Flynn family factory, using a teleportation circle coming from the first tree on the southwestern part of the Isle North. The group headed this way to seek an audience with Salamander. The party took a boat over to Port Peacekeep, having heard that some mouse folk that Mika might know were taking up residence there, where they found the Root Munchers, a family that was neighbors to Mika back in the village of Burrowton. This accounted for the majority of that family, and there was still, I believe, only 2 members missing. I do have it in notes if it comes up. After a very heartfelt reunion and some discussion, some exchangings of gifts, some help given, the party headed out. And upon leaving the Siren's Rest, the inn where the Root Munchers have settled down for now, they ran into the party's newest member, a paladin of Salamander, Tsuru, and a fiery angel who came seeking on a cur after having rescued his sister in the meanwhile, side story. The party followed. There was a little bit of discussion and introductions and such on the way. Onaker picked up some dirt for Philip from his home in the Volcana Savannah. And the party made their way to Salamander, who had a very interesting conversation with our party after the last one they had with him having not gone so well. This one was a lot more eye to eye. Between his years of imprisonment and the lessons from his children, Salamander seems to have taken on a more righteous vibe. He's still a god of war and fire with a hot-headed personality, but he has the attitude now of war is a part of the world and it's a tool and it can be used to right wrongs rather than perpetuate them. Deals were struck, help was given, and Salamander left for his home island, the one that had been gifted to him by Gald long ago. Salamander told the party that eventually they themselves would have to deal with Gald, the god that had created all of the world, all 4 islands, the tower, and this lined up with some of the things that they had been hearing about a time loop and things going on. But with the parting of ways with Salamander, the party decided that the thing to do now was deal with the immediate threat, the eyes, the people that are going around just fucking up the world right now for them, and their corrupting crystals. The false living star, the one that fooled everyone into thinking that it's Kyphon, doll, haunting the world. The party left Salamander's Rest with sort of steeled resolve in their new goals. Hope rekindled of people they care about still being out there, a chance for a better future, and perhaps an end to this cyclical time they've been made aware of. The party spent the night in the camp of Nolf, the home of the Knolls, where there's a little bit of like minor celebration, some weed exchanged, good time. Everybody should have had a long rest as of last session, so just make sure you've got that topped off before we get started. And we pick up as the party is gathering their things to head out for the day from the village of Nolf to head south towards the frontier and find the eyes that had messed with Onaker's sister Almura.
Everyone can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, now.
I thought you nodded like a genius.
It's 6 a.m. in the morning here at the moment, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, Valen gets up bright and early and like she goes around waking people up who are probably experiencing different stages of drowsiness of sleep.
I slept outside.
Oh wait, I just now remember what happened last time. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got fucked up.
Valin spent the night thinking that she was a cheetah, I believe it was, and I don't remember what Anakura thought he was. I made you guys name animals, so.
Yeah, I think I was like a lizard or something. No, what was I? I can't remember. I know I was just something small that I was like, oh, so I'm just chilling on the ground all night.
Yeah, I
Chill.
vaguely remembered like mouse or something. I don't know.
Might have been a ferret. I'm
became
not
like
sure.
me for a little while.
Anakura thought he was some sort of small animal. That's all I remember.
Maybe I thought I was a guinea pig.
Since like Valana thought she was a cheetah, she like looks down at her nails and tries to see if there's like any dirt that got in between. Like she was trying to like run like one.
Yeah, your hands and knees are like really dirty. You were running around on all fours for a while. I think that we had established that because like I made you make another Constitution save, and I think that was to see if y'all made it back to bed or not. Anakura didn't, but Valin did. So Valin had ended up wherever she wanted to end up at the end of the night, kind of coming down and being like, "Oh God."
And
like,
I woke up outside.
Yeah, but then she just looks at her like her nails and her knees and is like, I guess I'll clean that later. And she like walks around trying to find where Anakura slept.
I imagine like since Anakura thought he was some sort of small creature, you find him like half in a stump, like he was trying to like or a fallen tree or something, like he was trying to burrow.
You just see my ass sticking up in the air, my tail sticking up as I'm head first in a hole in the ground. There's probably a very disgruntled weasel in here.
Oh my, Anakura! And she like jogs over to him and like, I guess in some way like tries like to pull him out, and it's like, your back must not had a good night's rest. Or you.
I fall back as Valin pulls me out. Have dirt all over my face. I don't have a jacket anymore, so I've got dirt all over my undershirt and everything like that. And I'm just laying there, and I stretch out like a cat would, and there is an unsettling popping noise as my back pops, and I am now realizing that I slept outside. Not my best night. Definitely not the worst, though.
How about we wash off the night prior and get cleaned up? He like chuckles.
Yeah, that sounds probably like a plan.
Suddenly find yourself missing Isgaroth's prestidigitations.
Man, if only we had him still around.
Every day I'm reminded about the inability of my bodhood to have prestidigitation. Every day.
Well, let's go back to the village. Maybe one of the villagers might have this spell. If not, maybe they can lead us to a stream that to clean off on.
Nolf's
would
right
hope.
off of a little river that runs past the Alluring Weald, so if you really wanted to, you could go to the river, but did you want to ask around town for a prestidigitation?
I mean, based off of the one time that I've been here before, would I think that there would be somebody in this village that could use prestidigitation?
I mean, it's a village of gnolls. There's probably a good part of you that's like, yeah, no way, not a one of these motherfuckers is a wizard. Maybe somebody's a sorcerer, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe one of the ones that's 2 years old has lived long enough to learn. Has lived long enough to learn some sort of magic and hasn't keeled over yet.
Hey, gnolls live to be like 35 on average.
That's a healthy gnoll.
I think Sunky made it into her 40s.
It's a shame the environment usually. It's a shame the environment usually puts an end to that.
Yeah.
Don't bring.
But yeah, are you guys gonna ask
I
around
don't
for prestidigitation, or did you want to hit the river?
I think the river's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. I'll join you by the river.
So
You'll join me at a different part of the river because I'm not gonna see you naked. You're fleshy.
God, yeah, sorry. I was thinking more like a hand washing.
I have to clean my shirt. I'm getting naked. I don't know about you. You look like you've been running around on all fours all night. I'm pretty sure your dress is tattered.
Yeah. For some
Your skirt.
reason, I was a cheetah last night.
I was a small rodent.
Well, it's a good thing. Good thing I didn't think of you as food. Was that a bad joke, Onaker?
No, that was pretty funny. But now I am going to put you on a list of people who might possibly try to cannibalize me.
Wouldn't dream of it. As you chuckled as you like walks towards like a section of the river that has like big boulders.
Yeah, I mean the whole river is pretty rocky. It's right along Seath's arm, but as you both head over and sort of like wash off with the water and everything down by the river, I mean your clothes are wet, but you're very very clean now. The water is like very nice because it's flowing. I think the water here flows from the lake around Saren towards the edge of the world. There's like a little bit of that like rainbowy iridescence in the water that like comes from the stuff from Saren, but like the water is really nice and warm, probably because you're near the volcano, and it's definitely like full of like nice minerals and things, so like your scales and skin feel like nice and hydrated as you get out, albeit a little like oily maybe from whatever the hell is in the water.
Oh, man, someone needs to filter this water here. This can't be good.
Anakor is doing the crocodile thing where they only have half of their head visible through the water. You can only see his eyes and above and his nostrils as he's just soaking in the fabulous water.
How deep is the water? Since
It's a pretty big river. I'd imagine that this one's a similar size to the one that you took from Zelk to Riverport, but this one has a lot more like rocks and things in it. It's also very warm compared to like that river, so. But a lot of the rocks probably come from the fact that Seath's arm's right there, and he's a big rocky fellow. It's like skin flakes or whatever.
Dandruff. Nice.
as Berlin
I
like
went on a
cleans
course.
herself. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
As Berlin cleans herself, she takes the extra time to like pristinely clean her wings, noticing that they've been looking a little bit dirty lately. She tries to get them as pure as snow as she can. And then she feels pretty good after that, after seeing her work.
Encore sunbathes like a lizard on a rock. After he's done soaking, he finds a rock and just plops down, stomach side down, and just spread across the rock, just letting the sun bake his scales.
So yeah,
Peak lizard moment.
while these two are bathing, what's the rest of the party up to this morning?
I walk outside of the house, the hut that I'm sleeping in, and stretch my wings, stretch, and just start walking around to look at the little village. Not village, encampment.
Yeah, it's kind of like an encampment. There's like huts, so like it's a village to some degree. Like they live here permanently. There's like a fire pit right at the center of the town, which isn't like going like it's there's a fire in there, but it's not as big as it like is at night or whatever. Somebody's like throwing some logs on there because they're like just starting their day. There's a few gnolls milling around, and there's two different kinds of gnolls around here. There's your typical gnoll that look like a hyena person, and then there's also these like giant guinea pig gnolls that literally they just look like giant guinea pigs. One of them's wearing a helmet. There's like another one that's like a couple that look like they're like a lord and lady the way that they're dressed. It's different.
Quaint encampment.
Also, as you're beginning to kind of like look around and take the area in, you do notice something that is like otherworldly, something you haven't seen before. There's a warforged here, a big metallic blue guy, a robot, if you will. That it kind of looks like it could have been somebody like maybe like twice your size in a suit of armor, but like it's pretty obvious that there's something artificial about this life form to you.
Intriguing. Got here. What really has changed? Yeah, I would just continue after staring at that for not too long, just pondering it there. I would just continue to look, take it all in.
You're a pretty old individual. Go ahead and give me a either a religion check or a history check that you might have potentially have information about this guy.
Religion or knowledge check, you said?
Yeah, history or religion.
Yeah, that was good enough.
So, you're from a long time ago. So there's a few things that you're aware of that the people from this time might not be aware of, and one of the things that you're aware of is that the original creator of this world, Gald, came from another plane of existence, and like there's been other individuals that you've met that have bled over from like other worlds before, and you seeing this guy, you're like, okay, yeah, like this is one of those dudes that like he probably came from somewhere else, somewhere that is not here, and is very, very different, because like that's some like next level shit. But you have a minor level of experience with these other worlds, and you're able to just gather the fact that like you know that there is a world that's not too different from this world that is like kind of like close, like they like butt up against each other sometimes, and it's called Eberron, and this guy is probably from there.
It was from Eberron?
Eberron, yes, the D&D setting.
Eberron, my bad.
You don't know much about that world.
Did get here.
Yeah, you don't know much about that world. The one thing that you do know is that, like, from what you've heard, there's like there was dragons there, and then there's like not dragons there now. There's advanced technology, like magic and technology sort of blend together, kind of like the place Saren you're seeing like out on the lake nearby. It's like, but that's all way different from like the time period that you've experienced, where like the time that you're from, there's like no technology. Like the best technology is like, let's fortify a piece of land and farm it. So yeah, as Mitsuru wanders the camp, sort of taking the sights in and learning some new things, what is Graveheart and Mika up to?
Graveheart will likely be trying to find some food that won't get everybody high.
All right. Anything specific?
Well, we're close to a river, so maybe fish?
Okay, yeah, you could probably find some fish pretty easy. Go ahead and give me a survival check at advantage. Yeah, you're able to find some salmon for everybody. Not huge, but like they're like midlife salmon, so like they're okay size, and you're able to like gut and prep them all by the time that Annika and Valin would be making it back from the river themselves.
So no rainbow trout?
I'm sure they're pretty rainbowy, given the water situation. But they don't taste like candy, at least. And they're not gonna fuck anybody up. At least not that way.
Upon seeing the salmon that Graveheart has, Valin just looks over to him excitedly and like, hey, I see you have salmon. Have you found any roe in any of them?
Have I?
No, they aren't at the point in their life where they're ready to like go and breed or whatever. Because if I remember correctly, the way salmon work is that they live their life and then they go back upstream or whatever to breed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like they aren't at that point in their lifespan, but they're like the middle of their life, so they're like pretty decently sized. Like it's a good breakfast for everybody. Probably especially so Mika.
Thank you for gathering breakfast for all of us, Braveheart.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you want to do anything special with the preparation of the fish?
Find someone that can cook better than me. That isn't a knoll with special spices.
I can throw my hand at cooking up some fish.
Would you like some assistance?
Help wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, I'm sure as a barbarian I can figure out how to put a stick through a fish and spit it.
What sort of
Right.
role would this be?
Well, how did you want to prepare the fish? Was there anything you had in mind?
I was gonna fillet the fish and make like salmon steaks.
How did you want to like cook them?
Oh, over like in a pan, like grill them.
Does anybody have a pot or a pan?
I think we all have mess kits that have the lid that can be used as one. Or at least I
And
think I have a mess kit.
I could go ask somebody around. I'm sure one of these people here would have a basic, like, something to cook on.
Well, they have like a big fire pit in the center of town that they do a lot of their cooking on. There's a big cauldron on there, and then there's like a rotary spit roast thing over the top. But like
Well, then we're just gonna do with what we can, and we're gonna skewer the salmon and just roast it over the fire.
Okay,
well,
cool.
I do have a mess kit. And it says that you can use one side of it as a cooking pan and the other as a plate.
Okay, so we have a pan. So if you want to throw them in like a pan, I imagine you like scrounge up some oil from somebody or butter or something, and you know you start throwing this thing together. How am I going to make you roll on this? Let's see.
Does everyone still have apples?
Yes.
I believe so. I haven't eaten any.
I'm going to use an apple as a dessert to go along with the meal. I was just wondering. I was going to share if everybody else didn't have.
I forgot to put down how many apples I got.
I have 8. So I think it was roughly 8 each.
Yeah, I forgot how many I gave to you guys. Because I know I have 12 in my inventory. You have 8.
I have 22.
Cooking is usually a utensils, tool, proficiency. If you have the tools, you can add your proficiency bonus. Wisdom, intelligence, dexterity are commonly used. I will say, go ahead. Given the situation, we'll call it a dexterity roll, and you can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Ugh. Once I just do a dex roll.
Should be the number right underneath the stat.
There it is. It's not the number, it's the dex. I have to click the 3-letter word dex. And then because I'm jack of all trades, I automatically add my proficiency. Yeah, definitely. That's not the greatest.
They are a little charred, I guess. Yeah, everybody has some nice crunchy fish.
Delicious.
Yeah, I'd imagine
Don't patronize me.
That's probably pretty typical of what Mitsuru's consumed back in her time.
Hey, Anakar, think of this way. At least you haven't fully. At least they're not burnt. At least they're not charred to the bone. You did good. You did good with what you had.
It is still very edible.
Did we actually butcher the fish?
Yeah,
I did.
So there shouldn't be bone in them.
I imagine that Graveheart, having rolled like he did on his survival for fishing, and being just the person that he is, I imagine that they gutted and cleaned the fish before they presented them for cooking.
If it's charred to the bone, we've got a problem. Mighty boned them. And now that I'm an old person in a game.
But yeah, you're all able to have an edible meal of fish.
Good fish.
I'll say everybody can take 2 temporary hit points. And apples. Yeah, crunchy fish and apples.
The apples are really pulling a lot of weight here.
You can say that again.
Anakor's pride will be irreparably damaged after that.
That's one of those.
She
ones
like proceeds to just pat him on the back and like trying to comfort him.
It's definitely you'll have to.
You'll do
Always
better
remember.
next time.
Always remember, it could be worse.
It could be inedible. Now, as we're all sharing the this meal that Anakor has lovingly prepared, I turn towards him, and I tell him that I have something for him. Anakor, I have something now that we have this time to actually sit down and talk.
What's that?
A quill from one bay. Heartfell? Right?
Oh, it's from Bay.
Yes.
He'll
She
take the
said-
quill and examine it.
She said, don't forget to write her. Right, that is what you told me to say?
Yep.
You recognize the magic that's been used to send you notes in the past. This is Bay's Quill of the Mockingbird.
He'll smile and he'll be like, "Oh man, I guess I've got something to write later." Oh God, what am I gonna say? I was gone for so long. Is she mad at me? Am I gonna get yelled at? Oh God.
No, she
Staring
didn't
at
seem
the
like
quill
that.
with
She
all
just
of the-
seemed more. She seemed more concerned that she hadn't heard from you. She was worried.
Just open your heart out to her.
But that'll kill me.
Not literally. You dork. He just can't say a meaner swear word at him.
Honoker will just chuckle at the fact that he got that so easily got Valin to respond. Man. It feels good to know that there's somebody that I can still pull jokes on.
Oh?
And as
Yeah,
you're,
you gotta have somebody to prank.
as you're finishing up your fish and having this exchange, Sunky approaches the group and sees the members who are fairly wet from bathing in the river, and she kind of looks you over and goes, "You look a little damp." And she casts prestidigitation on you both. And all of the water just sheds off.
I am not wet. I sunbathed. I don't know who you did that for.
Well, then
Sass.
Valin is dry. And I imagine after all of this, unless, Mika, did you have anything that you wanted to do in the morning other than helping with the apples?
No, I mean, I probably made tea for everybody too. We could just say that that's what I did.
All right. Well, everybody gets an extra temporary HP point then. You're all at
That's
well,
why I have to roll for salmon, but Mika does have to roll for tea.
Mika's got a
Kidding.
teapot in several different varieties.
It's probably the
teapot
one
could
thing
be
I could
ultimate
probably
game.
not fail at.
Yeah, it's like I almost don't have to ask Anakor to do performance checks. Like you're gonna pass the performance
But I
check.
still do. You never know. What if the teapot gets typhoid and explodes?
You can use that for later. It's a Mystery Mouse Cthulhu.
Lord. I did put the living teapot into your characters, by the way, everybody. It should be under sidekicks and summons. I think I made it so everybody can see it. Oh, nope. Everybody is an observer, and Mika is the owner. Got it. So yeah, you should all be able to see the living teapot now.
Cool. Is Isolde and Buddy nearby? Because if they are, Valen would like to each give them an apple.
Living teapot.
Yeah, I mean, like, Buddy's generally, like, he hangs out in your bag, but, like, I'm sure he, like, swam around when you were bathing earlier. Isolde is just generally nearby wherever you are, and when you get into, like, a crowded place or a cramped place, she'll turn into a little figure.
Aw, she's shy. Alright, so I guess we're done with whatever task we had here, so I guess we move back south and aim towards the swamp that we were talking about the day prior, or a couple days prior. He like looks over to the party as he's like biting into an apple.
I mean, yeah, I'm good with going south. That's heading towards the frontier anyways, and I don't think it wouldn't hurt to go through. Just gonna have to make sure we're ready for the environment, I guess.
Well, as long as we're careful, we will be fine. We are chaotic, but we're not dumb.
Are we sure about that?
You don't seem like a very capable and strong group.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Both of those words.
All right, let's start with Valen.
What's the worst that can happen? We sink into the swamp?
Anakur, what were you trying to say?
It slipped my mind. You're good. It wasn't important.
All right, and then was somebody else trying to say something?
I was just commenting on the artwork for the teapot. It's so cute.
Aw, thank you.
Braveheart will turn and stare at Valen before going, that's what you say right before you die.
I stares back at him with her like pupilless white eyes. I almost died 3 times. I think I'm gonna be okay.
I think that's what they call famous. I think that's what they call famous last words. Yeah.
You do not have to worry.
We
What
got
the
God on
fuck?
our side.
I
think
am
we're
here now to
okay.
help you.
Rose?
Yes.
What? Okay, I just noticed out in the backyard, like there's like 2 headlights of a vehicle doing something outside in one of the neighbors' yard. It threw me off.
It sounds like somebody's mowing.
At
Maybe
9
they
p.m.?
have a mower with
I was about to say,
headlights.
is it?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock right now, but it does sound like somebody's mowing.
John
Maybe.
Deere?
I ain't messing around.
I couldn't tell you.
Man,
honestly.
I wish. You know,
Let me
I
take
wish
a peek
I got
real
those
quick.
kind of landscapers. I get them at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning sometimes. I'm trying to sleep. Yesterday they were at like 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, that's a perfect time. Because I'm not up. Or I'm already up at that point.
Wow.
Not, hey, we're going to start doing this at 5 in the morning.
I didn't see anything, but anyway, yeah. So you've all sort of gathered your things up. I imagine you've started making your way in that direction as you have all sort of agreed to head through the swamp to the south. Although, I will say, I do remember that Graveheart very much wanted to stop by the bathhouse in the Peace Springs.
Yes.
And then, so we're headed there now, correct?
To the bathhouse.
I'm going to walk up to Valin and give her a message that felt like it was more of a private, personal message. And tell her, first stroll up to her. Valin, may I pull you aside for a second?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just one moment, guys. She like looks over to you and is like, what's up? Are you okay?
Yes, everything is fine. I just want to let you know that your brother said he's going to be fine and he'll continue on his journey and his mission.
She like covers her mouth and like sniffles a sob. It's so good to hear from him.
Yeah, this is the first.
Thank you.
This is the first Valin has heard about Trey since you left Zelk, and the last you knew, you sent him to the frontier. You have no idea what happened from there.
I was so worried about him. It's good to know like he's okay. And so you're saying that he's trying to work through his issues.
Yes. It seems like he wants to make you proud. And
Aww.
at the same time, get stronger. But he's already quite strong.
Oh, that brother of mine. He sure knows how to tug at the heartstrings.
That he did.
Well, if he's gonna keep trugging through for me, then I'll keep trugging through for him. Thank you. I appreciate the message, and she like leans in for like a hug as like a gesture of thank you.
And Mitsuru will turn the hug.
Alright. How about we we get back to our friends.
Yes. Let us get back to.
So,
And then
I
we
will
catch
say,
back up.
as Mitsuru and Valen hug, there's a weird, like... I want to say there's, like, a weird, almost magnetism, because, like, you are creations directly from two different gods, so it's, like, putting, like, opposite pole magnets near each other. Like, not necessarily in, like, a good way or anything, like, it's almost like there's, like, a for lack of better words, warmth to it. Like, if you hugged for too long, you could start a fire or something.
Oh shit, we're a fire hazard.
Technically, I was already a fire hazard.
Well, I guess we know what to do in a serious situation when if we're like cornered by an enemy.
Yes. Yeah. And as long as it's not in a forest.
Oh no. That'd be so. I'm just gonna say that'd be really sinful to any god who resides over earth or trees.
Don't need to burn down any forests.
So yeah, the group starts making their way across the savannah. These giant dandelions sort of like bop in the wind overhead as you pass underneath. The two angels sort of hanging back, having their little private conversation as you go. Did anybody else want to do anything in the savannah as you're making your way across?
I'll have Philip out and let him just be like kind of running around, grabbing, like playing around, and kind of letting him collect some foliage and stuff from this area, and then yeah, that's probably all I got because I already collected some of the dirt.
Yeah, he's kind of bigger than any of the other little, like, dandelion guys running around, so he's really throwing his weight around as he's, like, running around and playing with most of them. As you guys are making your way to, like, the other end of the field, and he sort of knows that you're going to be leaving, he, like, pounces on a bigger one of the, like, little dandelion guys that live here, and, like, he comes back carrying it in his mouth like he's going to eat it.
Hey, what do you got there? You spit that out. That's not a toy.
He, like, shakes it.
I'm gonna playfully tackle my giant dandelion cat. You little shit! Give it! Spit it out!
Alright, give me animal handling at advantage. Yeah, you're able to like pry his jaws open as I imagine another member of the party is like sort of like helping, like what the fuck is happening. And as like you get the like little dandelion guy out of Philip's mouth, he like shakes a little traumatized and then flees rapidly to the other side of the savannah.
I just have a hard stare down with a cat that I know this is not gonna really do anything to it like it would to a dog, but I'm still gonna hard stare down this cat and be like, well, we're gonna deal with this later.
He just huffs at you.
I playfully whip him on the butt with my tail.
I can talk to him.
I don't need to know what this little shit has to say.
I can make him understand what you're telling him.
I can too. I have the ability to talk to both plants and animals.
Ah! I mean, that is a good point. I can only talk to animals, and he's both.
A planimal, if you will. Anyway, did anybody else have anything they wanted to do in the savannah? Alright, you are all able to cross fairly easily, and you make it back to that sort of rocky, cliffy area to the south, where things kind of like snake back through the hot springs as the path goes. And it's probably about 9 a.m. as you are making your way through the hot springs towards the bathhouse.
Beach House episode.
And as you approach the bathhouse, it's this very large building, probably like 50 or so floors. Think Spirited Away here. It's like very fancy, very fish themed. There's like fish based imagery all over the like paper walls of the structure. The central building seems to be a sort of like stucco or something, and there's clay tiled roof. It seems like they have channeled all of the nearby hot springs into the building to use for bath. But having promised Graveheart that you would stop by here before, I imagine you all approach the bathhouse and make your way inside.
Yes.
Right on. As you all enter through the sliding front door into a very nicely decorated lobby, polished marble floor with like gold flaking, just all sorts of really nice stuff. There's nobody in here. It's pretty humid, and you can hear the sound of water running somewhere, but it's almost like the place is abandoned.
I want to look around the lobby area and see if I find anything of interest.
I will join you and look around.
Anybody who wants to look around the lobby and try and find any information, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All of us are just.
Yeah, you can all make one.
Hooga chugga!
I'm special.
Nice.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right.
We're all like really invested.
Graveheart, being a follower of Vindane, you see several very religious masks hanging behind the like front desk that the others probably didn't notice. Everybody is able to see there's like fine robes along one wall hanging off of like hangers, and I will say, Onaker, Valin, Mika, you are able to tell that, like, you could tell people were here, like, overnight, but it's almost like nobody's been in here for a while.
I will try talking to one of the masks.
There's a layer of dust on the counter, for example. Talk to one of the masks?
Yes, I am a follower of Vindane.
Yeah.
I'm a follower of Vindane. It makes sense to me.
All right. What do you say to the mask?
Hello. Is there anyone that actually works here, or are you just hanging around?
The mask doesn't respond, and Graveheart's words echo through the building.
Like, gonna hold her hand up and cast Detect Evil and Good. She's not. She feels very unsure about this abandoned place that doesn't look abandoned.
All right, you cast Detect Evil and Good. Okay, you don't detect any aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, or fiends. Undead, though, there's spirits around.
She, like, grimaces, like... So the only thing I am sensing here is the spirit of undead. I don't know what that means, but I personally do not like it.
It's very ominous, yes.
Did someone turn into a cannot find image symbol? Oh.
They were concentrating really hard.
In the zone.
Ghosts? Like, zoinks!
Ruh-roh.
Let's see. Two of you have been here before. If the two of you who have been to this area before would like, you can make history checks to try and remember what this area is associated with if you don't remember yourselves.
I do remember. I think the let me roll. What is this? A history? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
This was a
Yeah,
place for
like-
sacrifices, right? They were sacrificing people to Vindane?
Yes, this is a place where that you met some fish people that they were like very they were extremists. Like they were sacrificing people here to Vindane, and they had kidnapped your friend to attempt to sacrifice him to Vindane, but he was able to escape. The party left.
And then we convinced them to go to something else.
Yes, the party left with the promise that the fish people would only sacrifice people who offered themselves.
Willing sacrifices. Yeah. You're probably feeling the ghosts of all the willing sacrifices, Anakur says with quotation marks in the air.
Like willing, like, or like willing as in like they were forced to.
Well, I've never sacrificed people in the name of a god, so that's really up to the people that were involved. I personally don't have the ability to ask the dead why they're dead, so, I mean, ooh, ghosts.
Mitsuru just snickers.
There's probably quite a, like, we I don't know how long they were in business before we showed up, so that could be the souls of the people that they unwillingly sacrificed previously, and now they just don't have new ghosts, and that's why they've been able to remodel, because maybe the new ghosts have been keeping them from remodeling, but the old ghosts, all they do is spooky ghost shit.
Well,
What do you mean by
if we
spooky
come
ghost?
across any dead bodies, let me know. I do have the spell speak with dead. If we're willing to ask a dead person. Hi, Cleo, get off. I love you.
Aren't ghosts dead people?
Yes, but the spell won't work if there's not a physical form still remaining on this plane.
Hope there was no recent bodies.
I think we'd be able to smell if there was a recent body. Kind of be hard to hide the stink of a dead body inside of a sauna. Or a hot springs.
Yeah, and it smells really good in here, like bath products, like herbs for like specialty baths and things, and like various like soaps and shampoos and balms and oils, all the good stuff.
I remember that the fish people were ambush people, so maybe the reason why we don't see anybody is everyone's waiting for like a surprise party, and we're supposed to go into a room and they scream birthday, but instead of birthday it's sacrifice.
Belinda's like immediately just like grab like the or like she just hold on to the hilt of her sword, Arin's arm, and just like they can try if they like.
These hands.
I mean, I like fish. Maybe we can have them for dinner. I have a
See, that's
I'm
why I
not
really
being
started
serious
talking
look on
about
my
it.
face. No, I say I have an I'm not being serious look on my face.
You're a bird. What does that look like?
My head's turned halfway upside down.
Oh,
Uncle rubs his neck.
Like a bird.
Kind of cute.
Well, did you want to do any more investigating, Graveheart?
I'm afraid we might run into a blood plot. Don't ask me what that is. I just thought it up.
Bless you. Well,
are you okay, Graveheart?
I don't know if anybody else wants to check out the haunted spa and bath, but the dichotomy of where we're going after this. We're going from a hot springs to a swamp. From a clean place to a dirty place. I wonder if the dirty place will have humans bringing people back from the dead in the name of a god instead of fish people sacrificing in the name of a god.
Necromancer.
That's definitely
Lizard
a
blink.
dichotomy.
Lizard blink.
Oh, maybe we could collect some of the water. It might be special.
Not a bad idea.
We always sacrifice fish.
For dinner?
To us, yeah, to appease hunger.
That's one good way to do it.
But we try not to sacrifice sentient creatures. Do I have anything I can collect stuff in?
I will say, Graveheart was like an underling to Vindane, so he has a little bit of insight into some of his going-ons. I would say that you probably know Vindane has died several times before, and he had some way of like coming back. So like with the investigation checks earlier and everything, I'm sure you're putting the pieces together with what's been said to you that, like, this is his, like, reset switch.
Are we standing near a Lazarus pit?
I don't know what that is.
Vindane has a thing for being lavender scented. Oh, that's a DC reference, don't worry.
If it is, I did the reference without knowing what it was, so there you go.
It's what kept bringing Ra's al Ghul back to life in Batman and Arrow.
It's a literal pit of glowy green spirit water that when you die, you get thrown in there. You're not dead anymore, but you're a little insane.
So basically, it's like a hot spring of insanity life magic.
Sometimes you get super strength. Sometimes you just get crazy. Roll of the dice. 50-50.
Or both.
Or both.
Oh no, we've given her ideas.
Is this Vindane's womb? Are we in the Vindusi right now?
Shut up.
I'm sorry, we need to leave this place.
Okay, to avoid what you are saying at the moment, because, oh my god. I will say, just because, like, you're pretty much, you're I know what you're trying to say, but yeah, this is like Arin's cradle. This is where Vindane comes back when he dies. This is like, so through prayer and sacrifices, Vindane is able to resurrect here.
That's a pretty swell place to be reborn here every time.
It smells nice.
But yeah, I will find something. Maybe there's some jars or stuff behind the counter or something that we can collect some of the spring water in. Yeah,
Okay,
from
are you
within the pools.
like into the bathhouse, into one of the baths to get it, or are you collecting from like the springs outside?
The Dane's bathwater. I'm gonna sell it on eBay.
What is eBay?
It's a bay on one of the other planets.
Lord. Okay. Are you... Okay. You all watch Graveheart rummage around for a sec, and you're able to find, like a jar that has, there's like a series of jars, like, behind the counter, that have all sorts of, like, herbs and shit in them, and you grab one, and it's got, like, mugwort or something, and you just kind of, like, dump it out. You all watch as Graveheart heads down one of the hallways. Is anybody gonna follow him, or?
I'll follow him.
Roland's gonna trail behind him.
Yeah.
Being
Suru will as well.
being aware of their surroundings and keeping an eye out for anything.
Opposite end of
Last time we
question,
were here, a friend got kidnapped.
is anybody not following then? Okay, so you all start following Graveheart down the hallway, and as you walk through the, like, open sliding door into the hall, it, like, slams shut behind you all.
What the?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
It's
Give
a
me
trap.
heart attack.
But yeah, Graveheart, I
That's the
assume you just
predicament.
walk into the nearest open bathroom, and not bathroom as in a poo poo pee pee place, bathroom as in a room with a bath in it. And it's
Yeah.
like a large wooden tub in the center. The wood is like waxed and oiled and like very shiny, like cherry wood. Latched together into this like very nice tub in the floor of the building, and like it looks like each room down the hallway is like this, and the bath in this room is currently empty.
I will go look for another one. Or see if there's a way I can get water to come in.
There's like a pull string on the roof that you imagine has something to do with that.
Okay. I pull the string and see what it does.
As you pull it, like this wooden beam comes down from the ceiling, and you hear something click in the wall between this room and the next room, which is the like only wall in the room that's made out of wood. And there's the sound of like water rushing through stone as water comes out of this like wooden square tube that you've pulled down from the ceiling and begins to fill the tub in the center of the room with very hot water.
I will fill the jar with water and then reseal the piping.
As soon as you let go of the string, the thing goes like back up into the ceiling, and like the water stops as soon as it goes back up in, and there's a click in the wall again. And I imagine that if you're doing it like pretty quickly, it's like maybe like a couple, like just enough for you to like scoop up in your little jar of water, but like it's like to the top of your feet or something when you're standing in it.
Okay. And then, Richard will go, Mom, they've got hot baths here.
Hot water?
You've also got doors that close behind you.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise you.
Vindane's a magical being that likes to make fun stuff.
Fun.
Yours and my definition of fun are wildly different.
Being locked in a room. Or a
Did you
building.
try
That's
opening it?
totally fun. Sarcastically.
True, I did not check to see if it was locked, but door slamming behind us does not seem fun.
It nearly gave me a heart attack.
All right.
Well, maybe
So
we
now that we
can...
got your water,
Go ahead.
now that we've got your water, are you ready to turn back, or did you want to check this place out more? See if there's more doors that'll try to close on us.
We can head back.
All right, you all were traveling in a group, so you all kind of came the same way. You're able to consensus. It's just around the corner. Let's go. And you go back to where the sliding door was that shut behind you, and there's a wall there now, made out of like solid wood.
Oh,
Anakor is going to
Oh, no.
stare daggers at Graveheart.
Still not surprising.
Where's the door, Graveheart?
It might have moved.
It might
Try
have
knocking.
Talk to your
moved.
god and unmove it.
Well, I'm sure there is a lever or a pulley somewhere in this building to unlock this door.
In all
It's a
of
wall.
my time of being alive, I have never once seen a door that just moves on its own. With no outside force.
Have you ever been in a temple of Vindane before?
No, I cannot say I have.
So Salamander is like I'd say he's like lawful neutral at this point, but like in the historically, like Salamander is lawful evil. Vindane, chaotic neutral. Like they are like oil and water.
So then would I have stepped in
No.
the Temple of Vending?
I don't think you would have. I think so. From the time period that you are from, Vindane was a fresh god, and he had like just become a god because he stole an aspect of godhood from Shaden.
Gotcha. No, Graveheart. I have never once been in a temple of your god.
okay. He likes mazes and things.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll walk up and try knocking on the wall.
Elena's going to examine the floor and the walls, see if there's any like hidden floorboard or sensory board or whatever you call it, and maybe like even sensors in the wall of some sort.
Okay. Everybody that wants to like look around and try and like figure out about the wall, go ahead and give me investigation.
Yes, I will. I'm staring at a wall. Open up wall.
Yeah, Mitzer's fucking dumbfounded. So yeah, Mika, like this is part of this is common sense to you, because like if there was some sort of mechanism or like trigger or trap, there would have there would have been like a noise. You would have heard something move. So like whatever happened magically or something, because like there was no sound of like wood on wood or whatever. Like this wall kind of like just appeared. You're also generally hunter, tracker, ranger individual, so like you're able to see that like there's something like about the hallway that's different too, and Mika, go ahead and give me a survival at advantage. You have like almost a photographic memory about like surroundings sometimes. You're fairly confident you'd be able to lead everybody out of here if they followed you.
I think you guys should follow me. I can lead us out of here. Pretty sure, like 95%. I'm pretty good at this.
I will follow you. This wall is not helping me.
You're definitely more knowledgeable than us at this subject. So yes, please help.
Yeah, I don't know about what happened with that wall, because we didn't hear it like shifting. There wasn't anything like turning. So it's not like a secret panel or anything got pushed. So this is kind of creepy. So yeah, that's why I'm 95% sure, because magic, could be luring me into a trap. But I think this direction, if you want to go this direction, I can get out of here.
Magic is a hell of a thing.
And you find that you're dead on, but with a 25 in survival, you are able to sort of like mentally map out the shifting hallways as you guys are like, you walk like through like so many hallways that look almost identical, but with Mika's like having lived in forests and burrows and things where everything sort of to the layman's eyes sort of looks the same, like she's able to pick out differences, and using that she sort of like is able to like go, okay, yeah, I remember the hallway we came in, and like eventually you all find your way back to that lobby. And as you open the paper sliding door into the dusty, empty lobby, again, the door to the outside sits open from when you had all entered previously.
And I'm gonna look at the door dumbfounded. Just how the hell
Magic!
Magic.
That or we're still having some effects from the Knowles stuff.
Nah, wouldn't be that.
Safe bet though that everybody steps or makes their way outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh.
A couple of you recognize the effect that has taken place on you all as you step out into the evening sun. Time has warped around you slightly, and you were in there longer than you should have been. Like, what felt to you like it was maybe an hour or two seems to have been much, much longer.
Well,
Well, this is definitely preferable than 3 months unaware.
anyone got jet lag?
Do we feel any sort of drowsiness?
No. If anything, you feel like you're gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight.
Fun.
Why do I feel like it's gonna be pain to go to sleep?
I mean, we could always go back in and go through the hall again.
That doesn't seem preferable.
Yeah,
Unless,
we probably shouldn't. It was a joke.
unless everyone else wants.
I'm good.
I got us out of here, but I don't know about the next time something happens and walls shift.
But as you're having this discussion in front of the building, who's closing the door?
Probably Graveheart.
Graveheart, as you begin to close the sliding door that enters into the bathhouse, your eyes get this flash as each room from the back of the building towards you lights up with lanterns and torches, and you can hear the sounds of people inside as you close the door behind you.
Yeah, that's a little weirder than usual. Even for Vendée.
What do you mean?
All the rooms started lighting up.
There
And
was
there
no
were
one in. There was
people
no one in
noises
there.
inside. I thought you said that there were ghosts in there.
Yes, there. Like, yeah. Yes, there's ghosts, but do ghosts are they able to interact in the world on some physical level?
If you were face to face with a ghost, you could talk to it. Yes. And just real quick, everybody make sure you're drinking water and sitting up straight.
I am. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm drinking my new Gamer Subs flavor.
But yeah, so if you had spotted a ghost, you could have a conversation with it, especially using Speak Undead or Speak with Undead, whatever the hell the spell is called. You'd be able to communicate with a ghost very easily.
Ghost.
But yeah, having left the bathhouse behind you, full of spirits that no one was able to see while you were inside, I imagine you all begin to make your way down the rocky road towards the branching path near Peacekeep. What did I? Was someone trying to say something?
Oh, I said Dublin. Sorry, you said Rocky Road.
Sinners is a good movie.
Yes, it is.
So it takes about 2 hours to get from the hot spring to the fork near Peacekeep. It's about 6 p.m. when you arrive there.
We could either head to Peacekeep for camp for the night, or head on the path through the forest, and then when it starts to get dark, we could make camp using my hut if we need to.
Works for me.
Works for me.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
All right, so the group begins to make their way south into the forest. As you're traveling down the path, there are flowers and mushrooms everywhere. There's mostly about like 2 major varieties of mushroom that you spot, but the flowers come in all sorts of like colors all around you. Thing that like is strange about the flowers here is that they all seem to have faces on them. Some seem to be smiling, and some seem to be frowning. But as you're attempting to make your way through, you find that the main path is like blocked with a very large flower that like sits dead in the center of the road, with its eyes closed, a big frowning face, and a patch of dark blue mushrooms sit nearby on the ground, with little raindrop looking polka dots on it.
Can I roll a history check to remember which flower affected which emotion?
You asking me that specific question, I will say that you remember, because you as a player remember what's going on here. You remember your friends consuming the mushrooms in order to make the flowers move, and the mushroom on the ground near this flower is the kind that makes a person weep uncontrollably and would get this flower to wake up and get off of the path for you.
Alright, so the only way we are gonna proceed through this forest is we consume certain type of mushrooms to proceed past these barricades. and they will affect your emotions for a certain period of time. She like relays all this information to her party members.
So you've dealt with this before?
Unfortunately, yes. It was an interesting first experience for everyone.
So you're saying I gotta eat the mushroom and then I'll start feeling an emotion and that'll make that big flower move?
Yes. But you won't be able to express any other emotions than what emotional properties the mushrooms have.
So what's
So
this
you
one?
feel a little weird.
What's this one do? It looks like a raindrop. Does it make you pee? Pee isn't an emotion.
Anakor, I think you might cry.
Why? Do you have more bad news? What's going on?
She'll face palm.
Well,
Grapefruit will look up and go,
Well, Valen, she just sighs and is like, well, I guess this will be a learning experience for them. And she like, and hey, Rose, you said that the mushroom nearby was the one that will help unblock the path, right?
Correct.
Okay. Valen is gonna pick up the mushroom and she just looks at it, makes sure there's no bugs on it, and she just eats it right in front of her friends.
So if you ate the mushroom, then you can make a Constitution save, or you could choose to fail that Constitution save if you'd like.
She's gonna purposely fail it.
Okay, you all watch as Valen chomps down this mushroom, and this is like the most mushroomy mushroom you've ever consumed, Valen. Like, it is overpowering flavored. But like a couple moments pass, and Valen just like tears begin streaming down her face. And as Valen begins to openly weep, the flower in front of you also begins to cry and rises up off of the path and into the forest.
Valen's just sobs and like, I miss my brother and sister. Oh, why can't they be here with us?
Anakor's
And
gonna
that's, like-
awkwardly walk away from the crying angel.
She like just trails slowly behind, just crying.
I accidentally did a Tomba reference and a Doctor Who reference at the same time.
My God, I'm a weeping angel.
But yeah, so the group continues to proceed through the forest when you run into a very similar situation, but this flower seems to be smiling with its eyes closed, laying in the path, and there is like a patch of like red mushrooms nearby.
Who's
Can Anakor examine the mushrooms to see what they look like and see if he can discern what they would do?
Having seen what the other one did to Valen, and looking at this one, it's like got this like odd rippling pattern, but it almost looks like happy faces with their mouths open. You are like, okay, this is a little on the nose, but this will probably make me laugh really hard.
Hanakura will take the mushroom and eat the happy mushroom.
It's a little spicy, like there's like someone grew it in like chili powder or something, but like a few moments pass and you begin to like hiccup, and then you are now uncontrollably laughing. And as you all watch Onakur lose his shit on this mushroom, the flower in the middle of the path just as it rises up over the tree line and clears the path for you, and you're all able to make your way to the other side of the forest.
Lynn like stops in the back. I don't even know what's so funny. Why is it funny? Like, can it be funny?
Hanakura's gonna look at Valin's crying face and laugh even harder. Just. Now he's going to be crying from laughing.
Yeah, after like a half hour or more of like just laughing uncontrollably, I'm sure like your stomach muscles and your face muscles are probably hurting really bad. I'm sure Valin's eyes are burning.
His face is all raw from all the salty water on it. Got red streaks on her face.
I bet her pupilless eyes look a little bit like bloodshot, and it makes her look eerie.
You might need
She's had a snot bubble. What was that, Marky?
I was telling her that she might need some water. You're crying out all the water.
Just sobbing into the water as she's drinking it too.
Valin
making an
waterboarding herself while crying.
I didn't mean to make this water taste salty.
But as you exit the Feeling Flower Forest, the road splits into three different paths. One heads west, and you can see it wrap around a small mountain with a sculpture of Arin sort of reaching towards the clouds coming out of it, overlooking this cemetery. Another one of the roads leads towards the cemetery, and the third road leads east and then south, and looks like it goes down into like a like canyony sort of area.
Canyon. Well, this.
I wasn't with them the last time they came this way, was I?
North.
As Braveheart?
Only as Androx.
No, I probably wouldn't like to visit the cemetery.
Cemeteries are always so sad. Happy and sad.
But if there's something or someone you want to honor, we could go check it out.
Is the mushroom still affecting Valen?
Yes.
Okay. Itchy. I need a moment. Be right back.
Alright. So, thoughts on which road everybody wants to take?
I lost track of which road is the one that leads to the place that. So the one directly south is to the cemetery, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then would we be taking the path to the west to get to the swamp, or the east? Don't.
Well, going to the east would lead directly into the swamp interior, correct?
The east would lead down into like a sort of canyony area. You've never been there, but someone at some point like sort of filled in the terrain for you, because you've had multiple people add to your map for you along your journey, and somebody drew a big wall in between that canyon and the swamp to the south. It also seems like it's sort of like a rocky, barren sort of like area, but you've never been there, so you're not quite sure what is over there. Meanwhile, you have been, Valen personally, have been down the path to the west, because that is the path that you and your party before took from Saren up to Peacekeeping stuff. You had arrived at a dock just to the south of Saren, and took the road east past the swamp without actually going into it. From what you remember, what you saw of the swamp, there was like trees here and there. It was really boggy, a lot of like moss, scum, reeds. Fucking, it looked like a mess. You probably heard frogs and birds and things. You never went into it. You stayed on the road or the ground on the opposite side from the swamp. But it looked like a hard to traverse area. But yeah, you'd know that the road to the west would lead directly into the swamp.
Alright. Well, we're gonna, she like pulls out to her map and like kind of like starts trailing her finger along the path. So to get into the swamp, we're gonna need to go down into this canyon, and
that's the road to the east.
Oh, east. Sorry, thank you.
The road to the west is the one that goes down the staircase. It goes directly into the swamp. It wraps around behind the mountains.
Well, okay. So to get to the swamp interior, we have to go east into the canyon, and then someone told me that there is this wall, kind of like blocking or separating the canyon from the swamp. Wait, what? And yeah, I personally do not know what lies in that direction, both friend or foe. I was given the information that I was given, which wasn't much, so if we go down that way, we need to just be on your toes.
Have a game plan of sorts.
And I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys before, but the cemetery down there, the party I was with prior, we had a fight there with one of the group of the Eyes. They read a bunch of dead people. Scumbag.
Should we go and make sure they're back where they belong?
Didn't we do something like that, Rose?
I think you guys took a lot of time to sit and try and like fix things before you left, if I remember correctly. Because I made it delay you guys to do something else, if I remember.
The player remembers that. This character doesn't know that.
So, Valin wants to go east down the path into the cavern to the wall in order to get to the center of the swamp. Rose was talking about the outer, the path that kind of skirts the outside path of it, and I think that's where the confusion with you two went, was that Valin wants to get to the center of the thing, but was asking about the other path.
I think that anybody looking at the map, because Valin has her map out, anybody looking at the map is going to know that you're going to have an easier time probably getting into that swamp from the west side, because that wall in between the canyon and the swamp is a real unknown factor. Because like, whose wall is it? Who built it? Who's guarding it? Is there anyone there? Are you going to be able to open it? So
yeah.
Does it look like there's
only annotation that whoever added it to the map has put on there is big ass metal gate.
like the big stone people?
But alternatively, the west side would let you directly enter the swamp, although you would have to, like, there's no, like, trail or path. You would have to, like, free trek through the swamp.
Yeah, that's honestly the best option, because that way it's at least all we know is that we're going to have a little bit of a rough time just getting into the swamp initially, versus if we go all the way the other side to that cavern side, we don't even know if we'll get in, and so then we'll have to turn back around and hike back to the other side.
Okay.
And just so we're on the same page, it is a canyon, not a cavern. So I don't know if I had misspoke earlier or not. So
I think you called it a chasm.
Maybe.
I thought I heard canyon.
It is like a canyon.
It's a hole in the earth.
Yeah. It looks like a rocky, like, indent, like, further down than the area you're on, but on level with the swamp. And then there's another raised area. And you guys can probably see that there's, like, another area of raised ground on the other side, and then, like, mountains on the horizon.
Amakura is gonna, while violently laughing, point to the western path.
Okay, so we're in agreement to go on the western path.
Is it
I
quiet
mean,
over?
the other option is those of us that can fly can get down the side of the cliff. So straight ahead. But the other way sounds better for those of you who can't fly. So west it is.
To the west.
Alrighty then. She tucks her map into her bag.
Your map
Covered
has
wagon
like.
would be right now.
Sorry, go ahead.
So the covered wagon would be nice right now.
It's honestly, I love having the carriage or wagon for role playing reasons. It's so good. But yeah, Valin folding up her maps with a few extra teardrops on it now. And you all set out on the path to the west as it wraps around the back of this set of mountains with the Arin statue carved into it. You find yourselves on this stone staircase, and these are the steps are giant, so there's a little bit of almost belaying that you have to do on your way down, where somebody has to lower you down with a rope, and then the last person down has to throw the rope around a rock and let themselves down and all of that jazz. But it's easier to traverse than just going up or down a mountain. It's fairly safe, and you just have to take your time doing it. But each step is longer and wider than buildings. These things are massive. They remind you of the platforms over in Saren on the higher up levels, where they had gardens and things.
Androx will just volunteer to be the last one down because I can fly, not Androx. Great part.
Androx can't fly, my friend. He'll rock. They'll rock.
I mean,
My fam Rory here getting lost in the sauce. But yeah, the issue that you find yourself facing is that probably to get down this entire thing, it's gonna take you 4 or 5 hours, and about the time that you arrive there it's probably gonna be about 10 p.m. Also, before you actually start getting down the stairs, because that was just me describing the whole process that you were going to have to do to go down the stairs, there is an area at the top, and this whole stair thing, you could tell that people take this as a traveling path regularly, probably heading from Saren for people that can't afford to take the ship from Saren to Port Peacekeep, or people heading to Trollg or something. There's an area right at the top where you guys are, that's on this overlook over the lake, and it's got a little camping area. There might be a group of traders there, just kind of they've got their own little wagon with their shit going on, camping and stuff. So you guys could set up camp here if you wanted for the night. It looks like people regularly stop here just to look out at Saren, because this is almost on level or a little bit higher than the top parts of Saren.
what a lovely view. There's a lot to see. But it doesn't beat flying.
The game made me speak as Mika again, but that was me.
How long does the mushroom make you laugh?
I would say it either lasts 12 hours or until you have a long rest.
Okay.
He's been laughing this whole time while we're climbing.
I want to
down.
see. Yeah, I want to see how well I could barter for because I need something like an overcoat type deal for the swamp because I don't want to deal with bugs and swamp water. So I want to see if I can't find somebody who has like a like not a full length cloak, but kind of like a mid length cloak for like swamp travel. But while I'm laughing.
Okay, yeah, like you approach this like group of traders. It's like 10 p.m. and they're all settling down to like rest to like head through the forest that you guys just went through, and like you approach like laughing your ass off, and they're all like, "Oh shit." And make a roll here real quick. One of the guys, like, his eyes, like, he like, goes back to normal pretty quick. And he goes, "Ah, you must have come from the forest, huh?"
I nod my head while laughing, and then I start to make motions like coat, like something like I'm motioning towards my shoulders, and that I need something, and then I'm gonna point that we're going down towards the swamp. Coat. And then I'm going to motion that I have money.
Well, I got an old duster I could sell you, but I don't know, a coat in the swamp, huh? And he'll like rifle through his bag, and he pulls out this like what kind of like I can't remember the name of the fabric, but it's almost like a hemp material. Like it's a lighter material, like cloth, almost cotton, but like not heavy like cotton. I can't remember the name of the material, but
Burlap?
what's that?
I suggested burlap.
If
Just
it's
there's linen.
Alpha,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
I suggested linen.
Linen's like treated wool, right?
Linen is made from the plant called flax.
Oh, see, this is why I ask. But yeah, let's go with that then. It's like a linen coat. It's on the lighter side, but like it's in the duster style, so it'd probably go like around your thighs if you were wearing it. And this is like an Earth Genasi guy that's offering it to you, so he's pretty close in size and stature to you.
I'll shake yes, and then like how much? Like I'll try to be like hold up different numbers on my hands.
I'll give it to you for 2 gold. How's that?
Okay, sounds good. That puts me at an even 140.
Yeah, it's like a long black duster, you know. It's sort of like split in the back, so like your tail kind of goes through where it's split, and it's got like a collar that kind of almost comes down into like a suit style, like points in the front.
He'll hand them over. He'll hand them the coins and, laughing like a villain, put the duster on and just like put it on and start walking away, walking back to his friends.
As you're walking away, you hear the guy go, "That's gonna be you tomorrow. I ain't eating that shit."
Oh, he didn't have to deal with Snots McGee over here. Joke's on him, he gets to cry.
But yeah, so as I was saying, you all are able to estimate that if you proceed on, it's going to take 4 to 5 hours for you to get all the way down the stairs.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, did you all want to camp for the night here?
I would say we make camp for the night.
Yeah. Better prepare ourselves for the swampy land tomorrow, the next day.
I hope there's no ogres.
Okay, so you all are settle in at the campsite at this overlook over the lake. It probably takes you about an hour to set up camp. Did you guys want to do watches or?
I would say yes.
Probably.
That's just me.
Okay, if we're doing watches, how many? What? Who's on what?
I'll be
I'll do.
on one of them.
I will as well.
It's worth noting that unless your race states otherwise, you need 8 hours of rest for a long rest.
Where would I check that?
I believe you need 8 hours.
Yep. ASMR needs 8 hours. And I think we all need 8 hours.
Yeah, I think it's
You know what?
mostly like
I'm
hours.
casting a bubble.
Okay, yeah, that flies.
I'm casting the bubble.
Okay, so Anakur sets up a bubble, meaning that unless somebody's able to dispel his bubble, you guys are able to rest through the night unworried and unwarred.
Here, that's the 10-foot.
Everyone.
It's not that big, but we are on the world map that is not exactly to
Yeah.
scale. So yeah, you're all able to pile into Graveheart's Leomund's tiny hut, which we have flavored
Graveheart's?
as sorry, Anakur. Anakur's Leomund's tiny hut. We have flavored this as like so Anakur plays the little ditty that summons the hut. And from the outside, it sort of looks like what now? Like a shimmering bubble, I think it was.
Yeah, it looks
Hey.
like everyone else on the outside, it looks like an opaque dome. They can't see through it, so it looks like a cloudy purple dome. But I said that I kind of like it almost looks like it has ridges of like a playground built into it, like a jungle gym's dome top thing built into the top of it. Or a bone cage, but we don't want to be that gruesome. And
Or that kinky.
we can see out of it, and anybody who is inside of it when it is cast can leave it freely. But if I leave it, the bubble leaves, and nothing can enter the bubble. And then the inside looks like a blanket fort.
Which I had an image
With
for, but I
Steve
can't
the
find.
gnome.
And there's that weird individual inside of it all the time.
Yeah, that's Steve the gnome. He just chills.
Have-
My best friends back in my home village were gnomes. My home tribe.
And one just lives in here at all times?
Oh, it's a recreation of him,
Oh, okay.
like a fond memory.
Because I was going to ask, when you collapse him, where does he go?
To have tea with Jesus.
Since who's Jesus?
This long-haired hippie man that lives in the forest or in the desert.
Yeah, I don't know where my image for that went, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, it's a blanket fort on the inside. There's a little like magical ghost gnome man that's not really a person, but he's there. He's like smoking weed out of a Gandalf pipe. He's like anything anybody says. But you
Loves
are,
the shit out of me right now because I won't stop laughing.
yeah, you guys, they look just stoned as balls over in the corner. You're all able to rest unbothered for 8 hours. As you wake up in the morning refreshed. The two of you that were messed up by mushrooms no longer laughing and crying hysterically, but maybe a little sore from it.
Ribs.
Oh man, I wish I had some eye ointment. Gonna have to be squinting all day.
My ribs.
Did
My
anybody
spine.
did anybody want to do anything before you started making your way down the stairs?
Okay.
Are the traders?
Ooh.
The traders still there?
I imagine they're about to head out as you guys are starting to get up in the morning.
If they have just enough time, I will see if they have any bug repellent incense or something like citronella candles.
Okay, yeah,
But when
I imagine you could find some citronella incense. They could sell you a block for like 5 silver.
Woohoo! I'll take it.
And Valena's gonna ask them if they have any oatmeal that they would like to trade for a couple apples.
The Earth Genasi guy looks at you and goes, "We trade in gold, lass. Sorry about that."
Alright, give me a moment. And she like pulls out her pouch and as she like opens, she sighs and like, damn, I only have copper and silver.
Graveheart, still standing there, will go, how much are the oats?
I imagine we could give you a tin of oats for 5 silver for a day's worth.
I'll drop the silver in his hand, and I got this one.
Oh, thank you, Graveheart. And she gives his arm like a quick hug, and she like runs off with it and starts making a homemade oatmeal with some slices of apple in it for the party.
Yeah, and I think one of you has like some spices or something you picked up at one point, so you're able to like throw a little cinnamon in there and like zhuzh it up a bit. and you put together a nice apple cinnamon oatmeal for everyone.
Here you go, everyone.
And I think that more or less at this point we can always just assume that Mika's making some tea in the morning too.
Right, that's just like every morning.
Ooh,
Mika
ooh.
Mika is our Uncle Iroh. But Aunt Mika.
Anakor's got a bowl packed.
What weed are you smoking?
I think personally on me, I just have the Dragon Bud. I know that Valin has her Titans whatever one, and then her Knoll weed. So I'm just gonna go with my tried and true faithful, my Dragon Bud.
All right, Constitution saving throw. Fail if you'd like.
Valena's gonna throw him some guidance.
Now, this one I'm gonna get. This one I would think that I've smoked enough that I would be used to it. I'm not gonna give myself the advantage, but it's just like for a morning wake and bake type deal.
Yeah, it's more or less whether or not. Yeah, you're fine. You're high, but like you're not sitting there like I can breathe fire. I can breathe fire. You're not repeating
Well, I
it.
can breathe fire. It's never been a problem of whether or not I believed I could breathe fire. It's whether or not I would attempt to breathe fire, thinking that I was or wasn't.
Well, and I think the themage of the weed implies that you like are a little like stuck on the fact that you think you can breathe fire. So I think more than anything, it would come across as Anakur sitting there and rubbing it into everybody's face that he can actually breathe fire.
Look at me. Yes.
I can control fire with my hand.
Anybody who wants to join in is more than willing to take a hit.
I can breathe fire too if I have some alcohol and a torch.
I missed out on the last
Nice.
one, so I
Magic.
want to protect.
Okay.
All right. Anybody who takes a puff off of Anakur's pipe, just go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm trying to figure out how on.
Or elect to fail if
Bird.
you lose.
I'm trying to figure out how the heck a bird would puff off of a pipe. I just have to hotbox it.
Mika
Ah,
and
yes.
Valin, you can both breathe fire. And Graveheart.
I'm gonna look straight up in the air and go.
Valen's gonna do the exact same thing.
Am I just seeing a small mouth folk person go into the air?
No, Mika and Valin, roll 1d6 for me.
Wild. This is great. Anakur's sitting here like a proud father.
They grow up so fast.
We can breathe fire, Mika.
Mika breathes fire for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Like a fucking cone of fire comes out of Mika's mouth straight into the air in a fucking cyclone, as if she just let off a breath weapon attack.
Oh my god! I might have killed a passing bird.
Anakur's gonna have a tear shed as he's clapping. The Shia LaBeouf clapping meme just...
To Mika, as Valin raised her glass of tea to her friend.
Meanwhile, Valin believes she's breathing fire.
So
I can do
Valin
it
is.
too.
Oh god. I just
And
love the
Graveheart's
fact that I've made the tiniest kaiju.
It's like when a lighter
Grave-
doesn't light all the way, and it's just like click, 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 click.
Graveheart's just in case we need we need a fire attack.
He's gonna hold on to it just in case.
I've established a trend in this party now where they're just gonna wake and bake for breath weapons.
Yeah. Roll for breath weapon.
I mean, it's
Evan.
worth a shot if we could do that during a battle.
All right.
Evan,
As you finish your wake and bake, and you all are refreshed and ready to go, as you make your way down the stone staircase, everybody give me an athletics or acrobatics as you team up to make your way down. This is going to be a group check, so I'm going to take the passes and fails into consideration as a group.
Can I assist by flying?
you gotta be kidding me.
Finally, something
we'll say-
John's good at.
And he rolled a 1. I'd say that Graveheart can roll an advantage for flying.
I've got a +7, and this is no bad.
If you want to,
just-
activate
this-
your wings, you could get advantage.
No, I need to save that in an emergency.
Hey,
Just
Or
making
at night when
sure
she
it's
wants
on
to
the
stretch
table.
her wings.
Hey.
Looking at rolls, I'm pretty sure it is an emergency.
Sister from another mister, or same mister, different moms. We're bad at this.
Fine, I will. As I see
Wait,
that this
where's
is not.
where's Mika?
Yeah, I do need
Oh,
one
Mika's
for
gotta make a
Mika.
roll.
Acrobatics or athletics.
I should have gone with athletics. I'm good.
That's what I went with. He still got a 1. And me thinking.
I accidentally mixed up my honest score with my athletics score earlier, so I thought I only had a +1 in strength, which I have a +2 to.
I'm sure Mitsuru is
Okay,
just
I
like, I'm rusty.
You know, me seeing that this is. Mitsuru seeing that this is a very treacherous walk, I guess, down these stairs. She's going to unfurl her wings.
Okay, with the wings you can roll again, and that'll be your advantage. Yeah, it is looking kind of rough.
Rough.
Come on. Mother!
Ow!
You gotta
Oh,
be
God.
shitting me.
Oh
I'm gonna
Rory?
go cry!
I feel like your
My
curse
bardic
got
inspiration's a
passed off.
D10.
Thankfully.
Would a bardic D10 be good? Like, would that help at all here?
Yes.
I've literally got a passive of
I'm thinking-
17 and I keep rolling a 1!
Oh!
Who do you want to give your
Bardic
I
bardic
roll
my
a
to?
moves on
D10.
the wall.
The angel. Mitsuru, please take a D10. Roll a D10 and just, please, for the love of everything that's holy in this world.
For the love of our Father!
Please don't end
You
up
can
like a
hit
slinky.
inspiration roll, I think. Yeah, you should just be able to hit the inspiration roll button on my bardic inspiration thing that I just cast.
Okay. Click it. Come on.
Yeah, click inspiration roll.
No.
Do I have to? I might. Yeah, just roll one
Try
d10.
now.
Oh,
I
try
applied the
now.
inspiration to her, so.
Valid.
There should be a button in the chat box that says inspiration roll now.
The only thing I'm seeing is the last thing in the chat is Bardic Inspiration passed.
There's no inspiration roll or anything in that.
I'll just roll it from the chat thing.
Just go ahead and roll.
1d10.
There should be a
Initiative.
Oh my god.
Son of a.
Are you what in the absolute?
How do you roll
The
3
fuck?
ones in a row? What is the fucking odds on that?
This is why I lose Monopoly.
Okay. So
Give me Boardwalk.
the
I'm just gonna sit in
DC
a corner.
the DC for like the being able to successfully do this was 10. The DC for being able to do it quickly was 15. We've got 1, 2. I think we got 3 on the like standard pass. So 2 of you like outright failed and had a difficult time, even with wings. I imagine that like it's not so much that like you're like everybody's struggling with the whole ordeal aside from Graveheart, who is like what is wrong with everybody? But you like you like as a group you are struggling to make it down these stairs. It wasn't really a question of whether or not you were going to be able to make it down them necessarily, as much as it was like how fast are we going to be able to make it down here. And considering like the group numbers, I'm gonna say that it took you like 5 or 6 hours.
When I get down the stairs, I'm gonna go cry.
What?
I'm fighting you when we get down these stairs.
But yeah, huffing and puffing, you make it to the lower ground after several hours of effort, using ropes and teamwork to get each other down these aggravating stairs.
So I assume I'm the last one, and I just basically just flutter my wings down as I untie the rope, and then retie it on the next step.
Pretty much, like you're just like the whole thing is like just people making sure that nobody's falling. Valin slips a couple of times, you know, like oh. But yeah, as you make it down to this lower area, there's this like cool breeze from the lake that meets the humid, swampy air from the east. Or southeast, as you are at the edge of the swamp.
Ooh.
Well, that hurt more than it should have.
I'm just. Mitsuru's just gonna be silent. She's contemplating whether or not to ever bring out her wings again.
I mean, hey, those steps are very difficult for any first timer.
Aren't you a second time?
Don't push yourself down so much, Misaru.
Anakor looks at you like, you're not.
What's going
I
on?
imagine that Mitsuru knows this is some bullshit Fomorian like structure. Like these stairs are sized for someone much bigger than all of you.
Greyheart looks at you like,
Stairs.
are you sure? But doesn't say it.
Damn oversized stairs. This is why I fly. Wait to see you fly. And then kicks
Well.
one of the stairs.
Breaks foot.
And she doesn't kick it that hard.
Yeah, there's a sound
Hey, at least
It seems
echoing gravel off of the like surface of the overhanging cliff above you, as there's like frogs and crickets and birds to the southeast.
Anakor is going to see how Philip likes like how he feels about the swamp, and if he wants to remain not on the floor, or if he's cool with like getting to know the earth.
Putting him down in the swampy part, he seems a little like unhappy with how damp it is.
Yeah. Pick him up and put him in the baby carrier on my chest. Put him in the baby Bjorn on my chest.
The papoose.
Yes, the papoose. But I put him back. I'll let him go into his pot. Be like, you can relax in there, buddy.
is Isolde walking right next to Valen and the party?
Yeah. Although I imagine Isolde does not make contact with the ground of the swamp. She probably floats a little bit above it.
She looks up to Isolde like, hey, what's the history of this swamp? Do you know?
It is newer than I have experienced many things. This is interesting. Using my senses, being able to tap into the ley lines, I sense that perhaps the Bia here exploded.
That
Sounds messy.
that's possible for it to happen to Bia? It's just more like a rhetorical question, I guess.
When a Bia is shifted between gods many times, especially if that number is greater than 2, a Bia can explode. It becomes unstable the more you shift it. This dissipates slowly over time usually, but I've never seen one exploded before, so a lot of this is just theoretical.
Well then, do you know what was here before said Bia exploded?
There's energies of Gnome and Sylph, Undyne, and Salamander.
Oh wow, that's quite a bit of a crowd of gods.
Yes, I suspect that the combination had some sort of effect on the resulting environment.
Well, thank you for the information. It's nice to know what was here before and what caused it to be like this. It's a shame. I bet this place was pretty, depending on which god had the control of it.
And then, would I know which god had control of this?
You've seen this place be two different things before. At one point, it was a desert when it was under Gnome's control, and another point, it was a forest when it was under Sylph's control. You imagine that if Salamander had control over it, it would have been some sort of magma field or a destroyed battleground or something
Like a
fiery or fighting.
Bastion of some sort.
Yeah. But you never saw it under Salamander's control. You only ever saw it under Sylph and Gnome.
Sylph
But
and
you
Gnome.
you only briefly saw Gnome as Gnome, and you know that when this place shifted from Sylph's control to Gnome's control, they were just sort of becoming like a couple, because Gnome had just sort of like started to become Gnome, but like he had taken this place from her before all of that, when they were still sort of fighting. But they had like a rivals to lovers arc thing going on.
Oh, like a Romeo and Juliet? One dies in the end?
A little bit more violent.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, like this used to essentially be a part of the Desert of Demons to the south. That's the last thing that you remember it being, and before that, it was a forest.
I've seen this swamp in two different ways. Oh, how it has changed. Or a lot. Ow.
Well, I guess we should start going across it. And maybe not shift again.
I agree.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last conversation. I couldn't. I was struggling to hear.
Yeah, what was the last thing that Graveheart said there?
Swamp and maybe not shift the Bia
Oh,
again. Maybe not shift the bio again.
I think that Isolde would respond with a well, you couldn't shift it if you tried at this point. The spiritual energy from the ley line is just pouring out into the land at this point.
Maybe we should fix the Bia.
Is that even possible, Isolde?
It's all new territory for me.
Oh, Marky.
What do you guys think? Should we fix this Bia?
I think that we should go in with a plan of checking it out and seeing what is possible to be done. Because if this is new territory for this ancient unicorn, I'd probably think that that would mean that that's the first time that it's been done, or at least first time to that creature's knowledge. So probably a pretty rare feat as it is, but they say there's no harm in trying, right?
Would I
Exactly.
know if it could be done? Rose,
Yes.
would I know if it could be done or not?
Yeah, it's. This is new to you. You didn't even know that could happen.
I didn't even know this could
Uh-oh.
happen.
Did we lose someone?
Marky had stepped away for like bio.
And now she's back again.
Welcome back.
Okay. Welcome back.
I would say during the time that Mitsuru was alive before, everything was like wars. So like the gods were creating people to fight over the Bias. So Bias shifted a lot, but like not frequently.
Okay.
But there was a lot more people in your time.
Yeah. I didn't even know this could happen. So I would like to know if it could be fixed. If at all possible.
One way to find out.
Is to try.
And we'll begin walking. We'll begin flying into the swamp.
Probably a good idea.
I think she's having connection issues.
Oh no.
Yeah, my screen just died, I think, on my laptop.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries, because I think we're just at roleplay for the rest of the night. So if you could still be in talk, like chat with us, I think you'll be fine. 20 minutes tops here.
Okay. I can do that, I think, since it's
Okay.
working so far. If
Yeah.
I'm suddenly gone, my computer just...
We'll
Stop working.
we'll keep an eye on you. All right. So, assumably everybody follows Graveheart. Are you guys? You had a citronella candle. Are you like lighting that as you go in? Or?
Yes. I will have divided the block of it probably between the 5 of us.
Okay. I
So that we can-
imagine the whole block would probably last you 24 hours.
Well, I'll wait to light it until I start noticing mosquitoes, which will probably be half the size of I am.
I will say that if you divide it amongst the party members, we'll just round up and say that it lasts for 5 hours apiece.
Are some
But yeah, as you're heading in, like within like 10 to 15 minutes of trudging into swamp or flying, whatever you might be doing, there's definitely bugs really quickly. Sorry, excuse me, hiccuping here. But yes, you all enter the swampy region, assumably, and as you all begin to navigate your way across, I assume you're shooting to the spot where the path sort of juts out into the middle on your map here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, if everyone else is in agreement.
Having Mika and Mika's passive and the map, you are able to navigate in that direction no problem. As you begin to make your way through this just muddy, brambly fucking mess of a terrain, it really slows you down. And at some point it's almost like foresty in this part that you're at as I'm describing this. You like, I don't know what your marching order is at the moment, but like I assume Graveheart is still probably ahead of the group to some degree, and you're all kind of on lookout, just making sure that nothing's gonna jump you and everything, because you're all fairly well-traveled adventurers at this point.
I'd be standing in the back of the pack.
Okay. And Mitsuru's
bringing up the rear.
Yeah, Mitsuru's taking up the back. As you're all traversing, who would be behind Graveheart?
I'll say I will.
Okay, so you're like bushwhacking it through this swamp, and all of a sudden this really colorful bird lands on your shoulder on a cur.
Well, hey there. What I'm gonna try and like turn my head towards it. I have a pretty big head, so pretty long. I should specify, and try to like kind of get a look at this bird.
Yeah, it's some sort of tropical bird, and as you like start to look at it and it makes eye contact with you, it goes, "I miss my hands."
You missed you used to. Oh no! You
Right,
used to have
never
hands?
gamble with a witch.
Valid. What's your name?
Come again?
I just want to hold my kids again.
Well, that's
Is-
not ominous.
Oh,
Is the
that
bird being a
bird being
is
a
the
what?
bird is the bird being a mimic, or is it actually talking?
Did any of us say those things?
I mean, I've heard some parrots make some fun statements.
It sounds like it's speaking common sense. Don't gamble with a witch.
I miss my hands.
It's on a loop now. Wait,
Please help me with this curse.
Oh Jesus!
Shit.
Where's
I'll look
this
straight at
witch?
the cleric.
Hold on.
Curse, you say?
Let me see that bird.
I am not stopping you from taking it.
I'm gonna reach and try to like see if the bird will get on my hand or something, so I can hand it to Valen.
Make an animal handling check for me on a.
Make a human handling check. All right. Human handling, normal, and it's 8.
Annika reaches for the bird, and it twitches really quick, and then flies and takes off.
Do we see which direction it took off?
It's heading southeast.
Southeast. Okay, that's the direction we're going. Okay. Keep an eye out for that bird. If that bird is cursed, I can remove it.
I will begin flappy birding after.
Located. What?
I'd imagine that Graveheart can catch up to that bird. You probably fly at about the same speed. If you would like to try and capture it without hurting it, I will let you make a... let's see, how will I do this? Athletics or acrobatics or animal handling, depending on how you want to do it.
We'll go with this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's beating that. You like rush in front of the bird and like goalie it as you like grab it and like grapple it into your arms without like hurting its wings. And you are now holding on to this bird.
Hello, sorry. We're gonna go back and see if we can break the curse on you.
I missed my hand.
In there.
Yeah, this poor bird.
New information, please?
So, I imagine Graveheart flies the bird back to Valin.
Has he said anything new, or has he just repeated his words?
He's repeating.
Aww.
Well, if I had hands and I didn't have hands anymore, I'd complain about it too.
Come here, you poor fella. Let us help you. As she like tries to have like a gentle like motherly vibe to herself.
I approach Valin, who has the bird in her hand.
I think that Graveheart is like holding on to the bird at the moment.
Oh, Graveheart has the bird? Okay. It's still... I'm going to cast Dispel Magic to see if this will work.
I hold the bird out.
Yeah, I would ask you to hold the bird out, or like close to the ground so you're not like holding
Close to the ground. So it looks like you're
Okay.
gonna stomp it
You,
if it goes wrong.
You cast Dispel Magic. What level are you casting at?
3rd level.
Alright, you cast it, and you feel the magic take effect, and nothing changes. The bird flaps rapidly and goes, I just want to hold my kids again.
Alright.
I want to help this bird out.
Okay. Valin, like, she puts her hand just above the bird's head, not exactly touching him, and she casts remove curse on him at fourth level. Please work. Please let this work.
You cast your spell, and you feel the magic take effect, and nothing changes. The bird flaps rapidly and goes, 5 silver for a nail at Crab Hall.
Okay.
Bird,
Something
I
about
don't think you can.
Over.
Bird, I don't think you can get drunk. Or it would be a good thing for you to get drunk.
I never make a deal with a witch.
He keeps talking about a witch.
Also said something about a silver amulet.
Alright.
I take out a silver... Oh, wait, I don't have a silver coin. I spent all my silver.
Oh,
The bird like worthlessly struggles and attempts to like get out of Graveheart's grasp.
I will politely ask Onakor to hold the bird.
I'm gonna say at this point, anybody who'd like to try and like parse this situation out can give me an investigation or an insight.
I have a passive 19 investigation.
Yeah,
passively just-
you've caught on. You've caught on. This bird has just been taught some fucked up shit to say.
Yeah.
fuck.
I think we've been bamboozled and besmirched by this bird into wasting precious resources. And I think as punishment, I should eat its soft bits.
No, don't. Please don't eat the bird. It's done nothing wrong other than being taught mean words.
How is it I get a good roll on this and I have a negative? But of the ones I am good at, I fail instantly and miserably.
I want to. Oh, sorry.
As you like go to hand off the bird, it's able to like slip out of your hands, Graveheart, and it like flaps upwards about like 10 feet into the air, and it goes, "Look out below! Crab in the hole! Crab in the hole!" And as you're all like sort of flustered by the whole situation, 4 giant crabs like rise out of the murky, swampy ground around you, and you are now surrounded by a bunch of giant crabs. And that's where we're going to end for the night, as the party is currently surrounded.
Swamp crabs.
Ah, it looks like we've got crabs.
I'm getting Elden Ring flashbacks.
Yep, that was
I've
the
dealt with
idea
crabs
there.
before, guys. We just need to shave.
Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3.
I'm very excited to see next session as you all deal with my swamp region.
Oh, waited so long.
This is the region that I created out of Alpha's horrors, so welcome to the fun.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Alpha, do you want to explain the thing that you said to me that I used to come up with this area?
Yeah, so basically when I was a little kid, I was really afraid of like rivers, I guess. Like no, not rivers. Like okay, so there'd be like algae and stuff on top of like rivers and lakes, and I had this fear where those things, if you get into those bodies of waters with those stuff on them, you will sink and drown, and it's like quicksand.
Ah,
Pond scum.
Yeah, there'd be this bridge that my mom would drive past a lot to get back home, and I would always like look over the edge, and just the thought of like being down there would just like terrified me, and I would come up with these crazy ass theories like about like drowning in quicksand in there.
see, where Daniel and I used to live, there was a rumor
The
about
reservoir.
a pond. No, remember in Apple Valley, that pond where they said there was a car and like a kid died swimming across it training?
The lake.
Or
No, that was
swimming?
the lake
Yeah.
in our it's like a man-made lake that was inside of the like apartment complex we lived at. Yeah, there was like a rumor that there's like somebody had crashed a car and there was a car at the bottom of there. And then there was another rumor that some girl was swimming across, like doing like racing her friends, and she got pulled down by something in there.
And,
Creepy.
Yeah. That sounds exactly like that.
Yep. Yeah, the stuff pulling you down into the depths.
And not knowing what it is or what's doing it. Yep.
Yeah, and like
Not a lot of
all you feel is the certainty that of death awaits you.
Yeah.
I had an irrational fear that a shark was gonna get me in the swimming pool, so that's okay.
Land sharks, they know they exist.
Don't. I'll fight them. They'll scream and I'll fight them.
What are you gonna fight them with?
Fucking a gun.
I was gonna say, he's gonna find someone who has a gun and use it.
I'm in Texas. Just have to knock next door.
Be like, hey, yo, there's a shark that is on land downstairs. I need to borrow your gun real quick. I'm standing my
They'd be like,
ground.
bet.
So
I'm
yeah,
drawing my line in the stand.
this was a pretty big session again for some more lore, you know. I mentioned
It was fun. I
time
enjoyed
ago.
it.
I think it was back in the desert. I mentioned the Bia's breaking, but that ended up not happening. It almost happened in the desert. I had it in my notes for the desert session when the party was swapping it between Gnome and Undyne, that if they had tried to swap it back to anybody other than Gnome when they fixed the desert, that the Bia would have exploded. So that was also working off of, at the time, I know that Valin was very hardcore about switching Bias to Arin, so...
Yep.
It was a good thing you
But
did.
the resident idiot saved the day.
I think that happened more than you were aware of. There was very many moments where either dumb luck or just the right decision at the right time saved you guys from a lot of trouble.
Yep, that was me. No, just
But thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. If you're on stream or on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube. Why the fuck did I say Facebook? I'm a dumbass. Have a good one until we see you next time. Wherever you're watching, remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and have a good one until we see you next time.
bye.
Good night.
Hey.
Night.